Oh. Hello. Welcome to Monday's class with the dog going mad in the background trying to grab his own tail. I don't think, just change that slightly. I don't think he realizes that it's his tail. So he keeps seeing this thing out the corner of his eye and going for it. As you do. Right, welcome to Wednesday's class, Wednesday the 20th. Your connection is unstable. Oh dear. Why is that? Can you still see me? I got a message flashing up saying that my connection was unstable. Did I break up? I don't know. I'll start again. O is for bones, so it's to do with osteo. When I was doing this research this morning, I got really enthusiastic. In fact, I was nearly late for the class because I was reading things. But anyway, all things bone. Did you know, you maybe do know, hi Nuala, that your bones are living things. They're not just like inert. They don't, they're not just always the same. And they're constantly getting rid of old bone and building new bone. And in fact, your skeleton changes about every 10 years. So, in fact, most of your body changes every 10 years. It regenerates, cells die, other cells replace it. So, bones are a living thing, like muscles and like everything else. And so they need looking after. Everybody's heard of osteoporosis. And bones react to muscles as well, and react to strength. I'm not explaining this very well. But what they've discovered on the Mary Rose, they are able to identify the archers on the Mary Rose and in some archaeological digs as well, because the archers, having to pull a bow, their upper arm, their humerus, is very overdeveloped because the muscles that they need. And if you've got a big muscle, you need a big bone to support a big muscle. And also their left forearm, because that's where they're holding the bow, they're holding it there. So bones are not something that, can you just be quiet, please? Shh. Bones are not something that are just there. They do react to your lifestyle, your diet and everything. I was reading this article today, and it was asking whether sarcopenia, remember the muscle wastage, and osteoporosis are actually part of the same problem. Just let me turn over my crib sheet. Or, if it's actually one disease. And I just want to read you a little thing that they said, and not to terrify you too much, but it says loss of bone and muscle with advancing age represents a huge threat to loss of independence in later life. So if you don't have strong muscles, you can't do anything. If you've got strong muscles, you will have strong bones. Shh. Oi. Stop. Be quiet. No, be quiet. One of the things that with, what does it say? Hang on. Can't read my own writing. Oh, yes. They share lack of muscle and lack of bone. They share characteristics, which is increased inflammatory cytokine, which is one of the things that they think excess cytokines is one of the reasons they think that some people get very, very ill with COVID. So with exercising your muscles keeps down the inflammation, keeps your bones strong. The jury's out as to whether you can actually reverse osteoporosis with exercise. But something that everybody agrees upon is that you need strengthening exercises. So that's like the ones that we do here, the squatting and the bicep curls and the tricep extensions. And you need weight bearing as well. So just walking is really good for osteoporosis. And although it can't, who knows whether it can be reversed. But one thing's for sure is that if you do exercise, it won't ever do you any, well, whatever do you any harm. It doesn't do you any harm. And I was reading that if you have osteoporosis, you should do more exercise, not less exercise, although you have to be careful. But it's unlikely, this is what the article said, it's unlikely that you will actually break a bone if you've got osteoporosis through exercise. He's being a bit of a little swine this morning. Yeah, I got a message saying that my connection was unstable, Maggie. That's why I was buffering. I hope I'm not now. Good, fully there. Right, just let me put these up so the dog can't get them. We've had quite a long walk this morning, so I was hoping he might sleep, but no such luck. Right. Oh, I knew somebody was going to ask for the references. The one I was talking about, I just Googled it. The one I was talking about where I got that quote from is the NCBI, which stands for, I can't remember what it stands for. I tell you what, I'll put them up as a comment afterwards, Prue. But just Google osteoporosis exercise, sarcopenia exercise, that's how I found it. But I will give you some references. Right. Welcome to Monday's class. If there's anybody new here, we do it in 3 parts. Excuse me a minute, I just need to take this down. Do it in 3 parts. There's a warm-up, the main body of the exercise, and then we do stretching at the end. We need the chair and an exercise band, one of the ones that's like this rather than the one that's in a loop. If you don't have an exercise band, it's absolutely fine. You can still do the actions of the exercises and you will still get some benefit. But one of the reasons that we like to pull against the band, so if you're doing a bicep curl and you want to pull against the band, leave, it's the same principle as the archers. Your muscle is having to work against resistance, and so it makes it stronger. But you still get the benefits if you're doing that. Leave. You're being a little swine this morning. Excuse me a minute. You were such a good boy earlier as well. Right. If you have difficulty with mobility, you might want to do some of the exercises in the chair. They can't all be done in the chair, but most of them can be. I'm waffling a bit now. Right, so let's start. Just marching on the spot. Remember, your feet hardly come off the ground. I'm just going to put this down a little bit. Your feet hardly come off the ground. On your toes if you can. Oh, it's a bit much now. Anyway, so nice and slowly. Sorry, I was running a bit there. Nice and slowly, getting your arms moving as well so that you mobilize your shoulders. Right, so you can either, sorry, I'm going to have to move this back a bit. The top of my head's been cut off. Right. Now my feet have gone, but it doesn't matter. So, hands on shoulders, straight up like that. If you can't get them by your ears, if you can only get them there, absolutely fine. The main thing is never to force them. Okay? So don't force them. Nice big stretch. Back to you. If you want, you can keep. Stop. Sit. Sit. Lie down. Settle. If you want to, you can keep marching as you do it. So up there, hands on your shoulders. You don't have to. Arms out to the side, back in, forward and back. Settle. Up, down, out, in, forward and back. I always lose my train of thought when I'm trying to keep the dog quiet as well. Forward, back. Okay. Now we're going to mobilize the shoulder. So put your hand on your shoulder, make a sort of wing. Imagine you've got a pencil or a pen sticking out your elbow, And we're going to do 5 nice big circles backwards and 5 forwards. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other shoulder. Good boy, settle. Settle. Other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jolly good. Final one is the one where we are going to raise our arms alternately. I don't know which is the right word. This one goes out to the back when it's coming down. This one is by your ear. Remember, you don't rock. Your torso is still, only your arms move. We're going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really do like that one. My left arm is not as flexible as my right arm. Maybe that's because I'm right-handed. Who knows? Right, now, dog permitting, settle. We're going to do some heel digs. Just digging your heel in, pulling your toe back. Dorsiflexion, if you remember. Settle. Good boy. And anchor your elbows as you're doing your heel digs. Anchor your elbows into your waist, and we're going to do a bicep curl on opposite arm bicep curl. So opposite arms and legs. Sorry, I'm going a bit fast here. And 3, 2, 1. Next one we're going to do is just take a step out to the side. Out to the side like that. Good boy, settle. And at the same time, start off with prayer hands. And as your leg goes out, your arms go out. Out, out, out. So 3, 2, 1. Next one is, you just take a step back. Not a big step, just a small step. And at the same time, have your arms here, chest height, and out in front. Splay your fingers like that. Splay your fingers, give your hands a bit of a workout. We tend to neglect our hands, they're just always there. And they tend to do our bidding. 3, 2, 1. And the last one is just a toe tap. And at the same time, you're just going to swing the opposite arm. So opposite arm comes forward and then goes back. Make sure that your arm's coming from your shoulder. It's your shoulder that's moving, because you're not just doing a nice dance step. You're actually mobilizing your shoulders. I can see you. 3, 2, 1. Right where I want to step. Okay, right. What we're going to do is we're going to put them all together. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come, follow. Sit. Sit. Lie down. Lie down. Good boy. Right, we're going to put them all together. Stay. So, heel dig, side, back, toe tap, heel dig, side, back, toe tap, heel dig, side, back, toe tap, heel dig. Oops, I did that. Did you see what I did? I did toe tap. Did the wrong arms. Stay there. Stay. Settle. Settle. Start again. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap, heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Right, I think we're okay with that. We're going to go on to the main body of the exercise now, and as usual we're going to start with the squat because it makes our thighs strong and our glutes strong, and by extension our femur strong, our thigh bones strong. And you need strong thigh bones because you don't want to break a hip if you fall. So if you know how to do squats with good technique and you want to up the number of squats you're doing, do squats just now while I'm talking. If not, have your hands behind your ears, pulling your elbows back, not pushing your head forward, and just do a bit of walking on the spot. Come over here. Lie down. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Stay. So, remember, squatting is not knees, it's sitting without a chair, and your knees shouldn't come over your feet. Show you. Your knees shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't be sort of right like that. It's back like that. Knees stay apart. Don't come in like that. If you're in the chair, sitting in the chair, not using your hands, knees at 90 degrees, just stand up and then sit down again. Or you can use your arms to swing you up. As a final resort, if you can't do any of those, put your hands on your knees and stand up, and you can do the same when you sit down again. But if you notice, when you sit down, you don't ever sit like that. You sit down, you stick your bottom out. We're going to do 10 squats. Remember, don't forget the eye in the middle of your chest that should always be looking forward. So we're going to do 10. Just go down as far as you feel comfortable. Okay, so I'm going to go. 1, sit. 2, oh yeah, at the end, stand up, push your pelvis forward. 3, 4, settle. 5, settle. 6, oh, I'm not doing that, sorry. 7, 8, 9, 10. Sometimes I fall backwards because your weight should be in your heels, not the balls of your feet. Right, we're going to do a seated one now. We're doing the seated row. See if you'll do this. Allow me to do this without attacking the band. So you sit at the front of your chair, feet out like that, toes pulled back, and you loop the band around and sitting up nice and straight, arms straight, but your torso stays exactly the same, but have a nice bit of tension on the band. And then I'm just going to show you how to use your arms on this one. So you're out like that. So your arms just come back like that. They're not going up like that or anything like that. And your hands just skim your thighs. So we're going back. Just squeeze your shoulder blades together. Get your arms back as far as you can. Nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jolly good. Now, we're staying in the chair, sitting in the edge of the chair still. Have your knees together, bring the band under your knees and cross it over at the top. Just going to hold up the slack so he doesn't get tempted. And you're going to hold it like that. Just cross over and your hands stay there beside your knees holding the band. Then you're going to open your knees until your thighs are parallel. And that's your starting position. Then we're going to open and close to there. We're going to do 10. So, and don't let gravity or the band pull you in. Control it. 1, 2, 3. This is very good for the muscles at the side of your legs. 4. And your medial and minimal glutes. 5, 6. If you want to know about glutes, go back to one of the previous lessons. 6, where the top tip was G for glutes. 7, 8, 9, 10. Fabulous. Right, standing up, we're going to do a bicep curl. So you need to stand on your band, anchor your elbow into your waist, but have a bit of tension on the band so that you have to actually consciously keep your hand there. You have to have strain on you're challenging your muscle. And we're just going to close it. So 1, like that. Oops. Just closing it, not lifting. This stays here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, leave. 5, leave. 6, 7, 8. I'm hoping he'll get so used to this. 9, that he won't pay any attention after a while. 10. It's just his puppy curiosity that's making him wonder what the heck is going on. Ready? Other arm. 1, 2. Control the downward bit as well. 3. Don't let gravity zonk it down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good boy. Settle. 9, 10. Leave. Good boy. Right. Good boy. You are a good boy. Yeah, settle. Settle. Good boy. Next one we're going to do is the one leg balance. Now this one, we're either going to take your knee up there so it's parallel to the floor and then a little bit higher. Or if you can't get it parallel to the floor, just wherever you can. And you can either take it higher or straighten it. So it's either higher or straighten it. Don't do both. So we're going to engage core. Pull your navel in, release slightly, hands on hips, and we're going to go up and then up again. How to overbalance, off. Up. 2. Sit. 3. Good boy. Knocked my balance right off, that has. 4. Up. Up. 5. I'm going to straighten now. The last 5. Up. 6. 7. I'm cheating slightly. I'm holding on here. 8, 9, 10. Other side, you settle. Settle. Good boy. Good boy. Settle. So, breathe out or exhale. Navel into your backbone. Release it slightly. Focus on something. Good boy. And up, up, and down. 1, 2, settle. 3, settle. 4, 5. I'm going to straighten for this last 5. 6. With this, you're getting these muscles here are pulling this bit up, and then when you straighten, it's your thigh muscle that's lifting it. So it's quite a lot of muscles. Plus you're standing on this leg, which is strengthening that leg. So it's 3 in 1. 8, 9, 10. Good boy. Settle. Settle. Right. The next one we're doing is the upward row, which is this one. If you don't have a band, put your hands, hold your thumb, and remember you've got that V, and it's the elbows that are coming up first. Doesn't matter whether you go to there, or get your elbows, your hands to your chin. Your elbows should always be higher. If you're using a band, my legs are a bit wobbly after that last one. If you're using a band, stand on the band, feet hip width apart, cross the band over, and you keep your feet together. No, you don't. You keep your hands together. You can tell I'm a trained professional. I know the difference between hands and feet. And you're going, try and keep your forearm, your wrist, and your hand as one line. So we're going to go 1. Nice and gentle down. Don't let it blonk down. 2, 3, settle. 4, settle. 5, 6, 6, off. 7. He just doesn't like what I'm doing because it's new. 8, 9, 10. He'll get used to it though. Right, we're going to concentrate on the abdominals now. So sitting in the chair, sitting as far forward as you can without tipping over. Knees at 90 degrees, ankles under your knees, and we're going to start off by leaning forward like this, which is going to be it's going to be fun with the dog. Because when we're doing this, when we lift up to go back to nearly touch, we're using our back muscles as well. So hands here, we don't want to, hands anywhere, just as long as you're not using them. So we're going to start here, mind out the way you, and we're going to go back, nearly touch, touch and then just come off. 1, leave. No, no, sit, 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 right, sit, lie down. Sorry. 2, 3, 4, nice and slow, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Next one, we're going to go back, touch the chair, and then come off slightly. So you're about 1 millimetre off it, or centimetre, or inch, whatever you want. Feet at 90 degrees, we're just going to straighten one leg. You just straighten it. Your thigh doesn't come off the floor. 2, 3, all the strain is here and in your thigh. 4, stop it. 5, leave. 6, good boy. 7, lie down. 8, 9, off. 10, off. Off. He's probably wondering who the hell I'm talking to. Down. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. And then, if you can, if you're still holding the position, we're going to do the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Settle. Good boy. Right. Next, we're going to do the muscles on the back of your arm, your triceps. This is the one where you have the band over your shoulder, holding onto it behind like that. This one creates the tension. This one, your arm is like this. If you have impaired shoulder mobility, bring your hand to your chest height, off, and push your hand down. Uses the same muscle. But if you can, have your hand over your shoulder like this, and we're going to go just up to the, she's lost interest now, up to the ceiling. So 1, remember it's just your forearm that moves. 2, not your shoulder. 3, 4, up to the ceiling. 5, 6, slow and controlled. 7, oh, it's relaxing when he's not here. 8, 9, 10. And then switch over. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we're going to do some squats without any interruptions, I hope. We're going to do 10 again. So, feet slightly wider than hip width apart, or hip width apart. There we go. 1, 2, nice and slow and controlled. 3, 4, 5. You could try your hands up here. 6, that makes it very hard, I think. 7, 8, leave them there. 9, 10. Ooh. Right. Hamstrings. Have your chair. One leg out. like that. And we're just going to close our knee or close our leg up the back like that. Try not to bring it forward. It will come forward a little bit. Try not to bring it too much forward. Leave. 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 Go outside again. So we're going to do 10 on each side. 1, 2. One way to stop it coming forward is to hold it out behind you. 3, 4. Just touch it on the floor. 5. Sorry, it was after the band. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other one. 1, 2, 3. If you feel your hamstring, if you feel this muscle behind your leg here, you can feel it moving when you do this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Last one is going to be the side bend. So feet slightly wider than hip width apart. And if you can, breathe out as you go to the side. So, and if you want to put your hand over your head, remember, keep it straight so as you're actually working your arm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then other side. 1, 2, leave, 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 leave. Oi! Leave, leave. Sorry. 3, oi. 4, leave. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Right, into our little routine. We'll do it slowly through 3 times. And then if you've got music, put it on. If not, you'll have to follow the imaginary music in my head. So we're going heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Heel dig, side, back, toe tap. Right, we're going to do it a little bit with a bit more vigor. Ready? So, heel, side, back, toe tap. Heel, side, back, toe tap. Heel, side, back, toe tap, heel, side, back, toe tap, heel, side, back, toe tap, heel, side, back, toe tap. One more time, heel, side, back, toe tap. Right, this is not quite the end. I'm going to try a wee experiment. Hi Doreen, hope your teeth are okay. When I used to do an exercise class with real people in front of me, I used to finish off with a bit of high intensity exercise, high intensity stuff. Now, this is completely voluntary. If you don't want to do this, don't do it. If you have anything, if you start to experience chest pain, dizziness, or anything, stop immediately. What we're going to do, we used to call it heartbeat. What you're going to do is you're going to run as fast as you can, like this, really going, arms and legs going, for 3 bouts of 20 seconds. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be the timer. So if you want to do it, it's up to you. You will feel the benefit from it, make you puffed. Okay, if you feel dizzy or anything, sit down immediately. So, are you ready? Those of you that are doing it, heartbeat. On your marks, set, go. So as fast as you can, really get those legs going. It's the legs and arms going. Don't grit your teeth. Keep going as fast as you can. Nearly there. Keep going. 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. Stop it. Are you ready? Have you recovered? Did that make me puff? Stop. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, go back to the top tips where the H was and look at high intensity interval training. Stop it. Leave. Leave. You're being an absolute pain this morning. Leave. Right. Second bout of 20 seconds. You ready? On your marks, set, off you go. Leave. Good boy. Keep going. Nearly there. 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. I'd like some feedback from you afterwards, after this is finished. Not now, because we've got one more to do. How's that? Are you recovering? Give you a little bit more time to recover. And then you ready? Last one. Give it a bit of welly. On your marks, set, go. You don't need to take your feet very far off the floor. Don't make it high impact. Do it on your toes. It'll be less impactful. Getting there. 17, 18, 19, 20. Stop. How was that? Just get your breath back. And then we're going to go into some stretching. Off. Off. So, get your chair. We're going to stretch, calf stretch. Front leg bent, back leg straight, heels on the ground. Make sure your back heel is on the ground, the heel of your back foot is on the ground. And lean forward. Off. Off. Then very slowly bend your back knee, or very gently bend your back knee, and your heel will come off the ground. And you should feel the stretch going into your Achilles rather than your calf. Hang on. And then switch legs. Front leg bent, back leg straight. Make sure your feet are both pointing in the same direction. Just feel the calf here at the top of your calf, almost behind your knee. And then very gently bend your back knee. Hang on, he's got something in the kitchen. Just going to check it's not a knife. No. Right, we're going to do the quadriceps, the thigh muscles. So if you can, grab your foot, your ankle, your trouser leg, your anything, and stand up nice and straight and try and keep your knees together. If you can't do that, then just try, put your hands behind you if you want. See if you can kick your hand. Doesn't matter if you can't, as long as you're just doing this movement, it's lengthening this muscle. I'm going to do this one, so we're just going to hold this for a few minutes. You dynamic stretchers, I'm falling over here. You dynamic stretchers, keep doing the leg movements. If you want, if this is easy, tilt your pelvis. Imagine there's a bucket of water in your pelvis and tilt it back so that the water's spilling out the back way, and that increases the stretch on the thigh muscle. And then switch legs. Dynamic stretchers, keep doing this. Up. Right. Excuse me, I've just got to go and take a ruler off and have a rest for a minute. Right, we're going to do the hamstrings. I think this is the most intrusive he's ever been. Sitting on the edge, yeah, you can look at me like that. Sitting on the edge of your seat, knees at 90 degrees, one leg out in front, toe pulled back, sitting up nice and straight, lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. Stop it. Just stop it. No, leave. Sit, 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 sit. Lie down, stay there. And then coming up, other leg, toe pulled back, sitting up nice and straight. And lean forward from the hips, not from the waist. You can put your hand on your leg, on your knee, down at your ankle, wherever you feel most comfortable. And remember, the stretch is yours. Sit. Sit. Lie down. Stay. It's where you feel most comfortable. Stay. And then up. Stay. Settle. Hands out to the side, palms facing forward, and it's round like that, not like that. At shoulder height, dip your head. Settle. And then if you can, interlink your fingers behind your back. If you can't, just try and get your elbows together as well as you can. If you're interlinking your fingers, pull your hands back like that, so as you get the stretch across your chest here. We need to stretch our chests, because when we've got tight chests, it makes us like that, round-shouldered. So it's important that we're nice and stretchy there. Okay? Settle. We're going to stretch these muscles here. So hands up and down your back like that. If you've got impaired shoulder mobility, don't just leave this one out. Don't do it. Push your hands back. Push your just above or below your elbow, depending on which way you look at it. Just push it back so that you're getting a stretch there. And then other one. Pull that one back. Okay. Last little bit. Sitting in the chair. Not using the back to rest on. Dip your head. Put your hand on your crown, but don't push your head down. Just let the weight of your hand push it down. And then look up. Turn your head to the left. Put your hand on your chin. Try and turn your head back to the center, but resist with your hand so that you're creating tension in your neck. Really have that fight going on, and then relax, and you should be able to turn your head a little bit more to the left. Hold it there for a few seconds, and then bring your head back to the center. Typical, he's going to sleep now. It's the end of the class. Turn your head to the right. Put your hand on your chin. Try and turn your head back to the center. And have that fight going on. Create the tension. And then relax. And you should be able to turn your head a little bit more to the right. And there we have it. I'm sorry it was such a disjointed class today. I know some of you have had a look on the Buy Me a Coffee. Joyce, if you're watching, you didn't need to pay yet, but thank you very much. I think you're going to need, I'm not sure, I need to log out of my own account and then pretend I'm not me and try and pay myself something, because you can do it through PayPal if you've got a PayPal account, and I'm not sure if it has the facility to do it by card. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But there's no need to worry about that until the beginning of August anyway, because I'm not asking for donations until I start the class at 9 o'clock. It's going to be 9 o'clock on Wednesday mornings. That's when it's going to be. But I mean, everything else is going to be the same. It's still going to be on my YouTube channel. So if you can't do it at 9 o'clock on the Wednesday, some people say, oh, I prefer to do it live. But you don't know whether it's live or not. Well, you do know whether it's live, but you can just pretend it's live and just start, and I'll be speaking to you exactly the same as I am now, because you can't see anybody else. So as far as you're concerned, it is still live. Are you all right though, Nikki? Nikki says, you can probably see I haven't run that fast or that far for probably 55 years. But how do you feel? Do you feel good? Do you feel exhausted? Do you feel like collapsing? It's good for you. Trust me. I'm a trained professional. Anyway, I shall see you on Wednesday for the penultimate week. This is the penultimate week of lockdown classes. Yes, ready for a cup of coffee. I'm going to have a cup of tea. Right. Okay. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.